Oh, hey everyone. So Amber and I are still pretty new to pin trading, and we did develop quite a passion for it. If you haven't noticed, when you are getting started with it, it can be a little difficult and a little bit overwhelming. So what we want to go over in this video is first our collection, so you guys can see what we have. It's not that big, but it's still something to start with, and we are proud of our little collection. We're also going to go over different supplies and places you can go ahead and pick up those supplies for a very good price, and just give you guys some information on some tools that can really help out new pin traders like ourselves. Stick around to the end where Amber is going to do a complete breakdown of the pin trading app, which really changed the game for us. I hope you like and enjoy the video. Let us know what your collections are looking like right now, or which collection may interest you. See you there.
We were talking to you guys about our pins and kind of how pin trading works a little bit. We kind of wanted to go over like how we store our pins, or like how we organize our pins. I'm gonna show you our park stuff first. So this bag, I have a Darth Vader bag here. This bag is from Bubble Bar. This one has all of our Mickey pin backings in it. That's literally all that's in here. Is all of our extra Mickey pin backings. The other products that we use and have gotten are all from Pin HQ by GoPin Pro. We kind of talk about them a lot, and you see a lot of like creators and pin traders and people using their products because it really is like good quality, A, and B, it works. Our mini boards here are the boards that we carry around. My board here just has my scrappers on it. If I see something interesting, a lot of the stuff that I trade for scrapper wise is like Star Wars, Daisy, Tinkerbell.
I have a lot of those Nightmare Before Christmas, because if you guys seen, y'all seen that. I was opening a lot of these packs looking for that Jack. I ended up finding him at what is it, Pin HQ. So I have a lot of these that I trade.
I have a mini show portfolio. This is also again by GoPin Pro, and I usually carry this with me in the parks. Inside, I have these are all my traders. These are my real deal traders that I have trading. Again, a lot of it is my villains and my ducks. And then my front that is normally filled, I have moved everything out of it so that when we open packs, we can put our pins that we want to keep in that front pocket, and we kind of know the difference between it. Now, with this tan color is like one of their newer colors, and it has a lot of their newer features of these mini shows. One of those features is that we get a cover cloth inside now. This one doesn't have it, but some of the newer ones will have matching colored like boards, like how this one's just black. It'll have the actual like green or pink board in there. It kind of took advantage and got some of the big boards. You know that they come in a pack of 2, and they're $20 for the pack of 2. There are 2 boards. It works just like the mini boards do. If you buy a pack of mini boards for $15, you get like 5 of them in there.
You know, I'm looking at these kind of ones that I really like are like these little cutouts. I really like these types of things.
Yeah, I really like the Donald. I don't know that there's another. I guess Chip. Chip is very cute too.
Yeah, he's kind of cut out, like the character cutouts.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of put this board together that is all of our duplicates of our Hidden Disneys from all 3 of the Hidden Disney bags that we're working on, which is the pink, the green, and the blue. That's all 3 bags that we're working on. Haven't completed any of the other sets yet. I'm hoping, and I think our goal going into it is that some of them will have, things that we don't have, and say maybe, this $100 pin can get us the Hatbox Ghost Chaser that we need out of the new set and stuff like that. That's kind of what we're hoping, is that some of these chasers will help us get other chasers that we need out of the sets. because a lot of people are pretty much done with this and they're just carrying around their traders.
Yeah.
So that's my goal with this board.
We started kind of late.
Yeah, we started, especially the 2025s. We're very, very late for the 2025s. I would say the biggest thing to remember about the breezeway is it can be intimidating, I think, if you're a new pin trader, because you don't really know what to ask for, you don't know values and stuff like that. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the pin trading app. I'm going to do like a screen recording and we can kind of put it up on the screen. The pin trading app is now available on iPhone and Android, so it doesn't matter. You can get it on both, and I'll show you guys kind of some of those features of that app that can help you guys as newer pin traders know and understand value of pins. That's what I use to start showing him the value of pins. So these are our keep boards that we have. The actual boards, so this actual framed board is a bulletin board out of the office section at Target. The bottom left here, this is our scrapper keeper board. So again, I remember I told you guys I had two like big things that I collect on scrappers. It's Tinkerbell, which is my corner down here happening, and my Daisy. I have a lot more Daisy scrappers than I do real Daisy pins, but it's okay. I love her irregardlessly. And then this corner is just kind of some of our random, like there's not really a set there. This board, so bottom right, is the big hidden Mickey board. So we kind of have it broken up into the bags. So this is our Wave A 2025s. Below it, starting with Tramp down to the bubble wands, is our Wave B 2025s. And then these going vertically and then Chip coming across is our Wave A's of 2026s. But yeah, and then once the 2026 Wave B's come out, they'll kind of go down here. Top board, this top board up here, so top right board, is kind of my collection of Star Wars at the top. And these are all real. So outside of this one scrapper board, all of these pins are real. We paid money for them and or traded for them somehow. I have my Lonesome real Tinkerbell and my couple of Crocs there. I have my Daisy and Donald. I kind of bridged them with this cute little pin trading pin. But my Daisy, my real Daisies, my real Donalds. The top left board are our sets. Like these are the ones that that you guys have seen us open up boxes and packs for. The top up there is his. So those are his Nightmare Before Christmas ones. And his open edition, that's a new open edition Jack. And then it goes into my villains, and then it goes down into my series 1 ducks, and then the start of the series 2 ducks that I have. And then below that, our Starlight annual pass holder pin that we picked up last year, and our Zootopia open edition pins from Zootopia 2 coming out, and the Better Together show. That's our 4 boards. This is what our boards look like right now. They are always subject to change as we get more pins. I'm really happy with how they look, as far as they look more like photo frames than they do a pin board. That's kind of what I like about it. And why I picked up these particular ones. It doesn't just look like your normal pin board, which is what I wanted. I wanted something that looked a little bit more elegant, that looked like it was a picture frame in our house. And then obviously as our pin collection grows, and we'll make adjustments, we'll change things, we'll buy new stuff for it, those type of things.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind making one, like actually making a pin board. So if we do end up making a pin board, that'll be pretty cool. Have a nice little picture frame on it, you know, maybe when we get an entire set, or like an entire something, we can do something like that.
Yeah, so the thought process behind me wanting to get the actual like framier looking ones, like ones that look more like photo frames, is because they actually have ones. I've seen people, I was not successful at this mission, but I have seen people go to like a TJ Maxx or like Home Goods and pick up like some like golden pin board in the frames, like the photo sections or the like frames sections. They use those as their pin boards, and it works really well for like some of their like certain collections. I think it's cute, and that's kind of what my idea was behind it. I wanted to have, you know, something that looked like a picture frame.
Most of the places I see with pin boards, it's usually like
Pin HQ.
Yeah, this material here, which is like a foam or like cork. And after kind of going through these, I think the foam or the cork would probably be a good backing, because with this, although it is nice, it seemed like it was a little tougher to get like the pins in there.
Board that we also had beforehand. I don't know if you guys remember. I opened this box set in a video of the Animal Kingdom puzzles. I opened up that box set of those pins and I put it in my cork board, like to try to get it to puzzle together.
That's when they broke.
And that's what made them break, is me pushing them into that cork board. So I think that's kind of why I liked this option, because I did end up breaking that entire set, and that was such a lucky run. I opened 5 or 6 boxes. It was enough to complete the entire set if I just got one of every pin. I got one of every pin, some magically how, because who does that? The pin gods were with me, I guess. But I did that, and then I haven't been able to ever use those pins or display those pins because all of them are broken. So I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. I'm the only person that has this app on my phone. The reason he does not have his own personal pin trading account is because I paid for the yearly subscription of this thing. So there is a free version. However, with the free version, you don't get to save as many pins. You can still scan as many pins as you want, but you just don't get to save in like into your collection or into your ISO traders as many pins. I think you only get like 20 pins, and we have way more than 20 pins. So I don't think that it was a bad cost. It was $39 for the year. It was a one-time payment. I paid it once for the year. I'll pay it again next year. It allows me to have all of the features of the app without any like hiccups. And also I can collect and put into our collection as many pins as I want to. Right now, what you guys are going to be seeing is the home screen of the app. So as soon as I open up the app, this is what you see. It has the red box where you could just click that to scan them. It talks about your pins. So the pins that we have happening are traders, our ISO, which is in search of, and the pins that we have in our collection that we're keeping. And then it gives you your quick actions. This is like to scan a pin, to look at your collections. They do pin trivia in here, so that way if you end up where you can end up practicing your pin trivia, and you kind of keep going over the same questions over and over again. I think it is helpful to know some of those trivia things. I have never once been asked any of those trivia questions from cast members in the parks. And then the last one is where you can submit a pin if you scan a pin and you don't see it in the park. It also kind of goes over like blogs and guides of different pins, different things that are happening, the wave bees, all those things. Like it just kind of goes through those different things at the bottom. So that is your home screen. That's the home page. One of the newer features is the explore page. This explore page I think is so cool because you can just scroll through and browse through all of the pins that are in the app. Literally, you can kind of search for characters, you can search for pins, you can look at sets, collections, some of the big things and stuff like that. So the big one that I use when we're in the parks are these hidden Disney scrollers. So again, these are all the bags that we're working on except for this purple one because we haven't been able to do that one. But you can select Walt Disney World, that's the WDW, or Disneyland Resort, which is the DLR, depending on which set you're working on, because they are different park to park. If you click on this, it shows you every pin that you can get from those bags, every single one of them, including your chasers, including the regular pins, all of them. You can see everything from that pin, and it tells you what wave it is. It also shows you what color the bag is, so if you're looking at bags to buy and you don't know, it does show you, like, the green bag is the wave A, 2026 is. The pink bag is wave B, the blue bags are wave A. So you can click on them. I reference this a lot when we're opening bags because it tells me which ones we need. So like we need Genie still, he's a chaser. I know because it's hearted and it doesn't have the green check mark. It also quickly tells me what we have to trade versus what we don't have to trade. So on this like picture here, this clip of this screen, you can see this balloons castle, right? It has a check mark and it has a yellow circle on it. That means that we have one that we're keeping in our collection, and then we have some to trade. So it quickly identifies those things for me without having to look at stuff. If I was to click on one of these, say this Chaser Donald, it tells me that I have one in our collection, I don't have any for trade, and what the estimated value of the pin is. Now, this is an estimated value of what it is selling for on eBay only, not anywhere else. It also lets you know, it does not tell you if your pin is fake, but it does let you know that there are confirmed fakes out there, and that you should take a look at your pin and make sure that you have a real version of that pin, because there are fakes already being made of these sets. And then it kind of gives you some details about the pin. It gives you where it originated from. So this is a Walt Disney World pin. The edition, it's open edition. The release date, these came out in March of 2025. And then it gives you more from that set. Now, with the hidden Mickeys, it's going to give you more of that specific set. So for Donald, it's going to give me all of the other Donalds that are in that set. So these are the 3 that we're missing: Halloween, Independence Day, and Easter. And these are the 2 that we have. Scrolling back up here, past that, it does give you a price history of it. So this pin at one point was going for, like, what is this? I mean, $80 or something high like that. And then now you can see it's like dropped. So it's about $30. The highest price that it's sold for is $80 on eBay. And then these are like some of the recent like listing activities. Down at the bottom, it tells you the community stats. So these are every single person that's on the pin trading app and what they have this pin for. So there's like over 1,000 of them in people's collections. There's 118 of these for trade, and there's 384 people that have this in their search of box. So that's the explore page, and that's kind of what I use the explore page for. The collections box here is our different collections. So I have it broken up and favorited our Hidden Disney 26A, Hidden Disney 25B, Hidden Disney 25A, and then our different collections from there. So my Daisies, my Ducks, my Villains, Star Wars, Geo's Nightmare Before Christmas. He has his own pin board on here, I swear, guys. Like any of our Parks pins, Tinkerbells, Utopias. I just only scan my real pins. Those are the only ones that I'm scanning, are my real pins. And then my others is just kind of that little random section that you guys see. My profile is just my profile. This is just what's on, what is in my app and stuff like that. Now, this here is showing you our camera, where you can actually scan and identify pins. So this is the cool part about this. So say I wanted to know about this Tramp pin. He's upside down, but I can scan him, and this is the correct match. It will tell me all about this pin, how much the estimated value is of it, that there are confirmed fakes, what else is in the collection, all of them. So this is how we're able to see, and again, I will scan another pin here. This one, oh, it scanned the mini one. Nope.
Yeah, so this is the higher one that we had, the 107, that we can see how it changed since then. I'm gonna say about $60.
It hasn't really gone down. It's still $101.31 estimated value. So it's still up there. But this lets us know that this is a Super Chaser. It's a Cinderella Castle Super Chaser, what series it's from, that we have it in our collection, and that we have one for trade. All those things. It'll tell us everything about this stuff. Now, if I wanted to say that we had another one of these for trade, like say we just opened this up, right, for the first time again, and we're like, oh, we pulled another one of those, I can add it to collection and I can mark it as a trader at the top there, or I can put it on one of my pin boards. Completely depends on whatever we have and what's going on. Now, Trade Evaluator. This is a really cool thing because you can see if the value of your pin is the same value as another pin. So for an example, say I wanted to scan one of these castles. This is my first scan, and say I'm going to scan this like $100 pin because I already know they're not going to be the same value. It will confirm my matches. So yep, those are the correct pins. And it's going to say at the top there, not an even trade, because one of them is worth $5 and the other one is worth $101. They are both open editions. They both released, different time periods. So August versus January. And just kind of gives me a quick overview of my value of my pins. So this is how you know that you're getting a good estimated value. Obviously, if that person doesn't care about value and they're just like, oh, no worries, I don't care, I'm good, then you can do the trade. So again, this is a great app and a great way for you to be able to figure out the value of pins. This explore page also does go through some of the newer drops, right? So we can already see the hidden Disney Wave Bs, and obviously we're in search of all of these. So I haven't really marked in search of for all of these, but we are in search of all of them. There's a lot of really cool ones happening in here. I am really excited because they're kind of switching up what they're doing on these pins. We get the parking lots, that's new. We've never seen the parking lot signs before. I do like the idea of them doing purple characters because we're getting like a Randall, which you don't really see a ton of. The ice creams are pretty new for recent hidden Disneys. The Ds are the same. The Walt Disney World Ds are the same. And the anniversaries are kind of the same. The ear hats are kind of the same. The Super Chaser is Jungle Cruise though, so that's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see that pin in person. But yeah, that's our pin. That's the pin trading app. And some of the things that you guys can do on the pin trading app.
Yeah, so that was the boards, a little bit of pin training. Pin training. I keep saying training.
Trivia?
Cut. No, pin trading.
Oh.
Information, right? So GoPin Pro or Pin HQ is a really good place to go. Definitely you want to get some kind of board with some foam on it. The cloth works pretty well as well. And that app,
it's literally just called pin trading. That's what it is. It's pin trading.
Yeah, the pin trading app, right? All those. So if you want to get started with it, those are some great places to start.
And everybody is looking for different things, so you don't feel bad if you're looking for something niche or something, I would never say that I want to collect every Daisy pin ever.
Yeah, so get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Get what interests you.
Whatever your favorite characters are, things like that.
There's most likely someone that's going to trade with you for it. So
I think if you guys have any questions too, that you want to ask us, or anything that you guys want us to talk about, our experience with anything, obviously ask those questions too. We'll be happy to answer those things, being new pin traders ourselves too. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of this pin video. It's a little bit different content than what we normally do inside the parks, but hopefully it'll help you guys understand what we are actually doing when we're in the parks too. If there's any other videos that you guys want to see us do, any like pin challenges or any other go to this place and let us know about it type videos, let us know those things too. We appreciate you guys. We're working really hard to get to 50 subscribers.
50 that's
50. We're really close. I think we're like 20 away, right, or something like that. Yeah, we're like 20 away. So share.
People new to pin trading, right?
Yeah, we'll see you guys in our next video. Appreciate it.